shit, they even have the Acer tree. And they say laptops don't grow on trees. A few days ago, I saw a TikTok where a guy went to a Conveyor Sweets restaurant. And ever since then, it's been a dream to go there, except it was closed a year and a half ago. Thanks to Victor though, he mentioned Sweets Palace, Sweets Paradise, where you can get unlimited sweets. So that's what I want to check out today. Because I love sweets, and I've already visited most convenience stores and gotten everything they have to offer. So let's head there now. Most of the following will be in a voiceover, because the music was very loud and it would have been really obnoxious to talk in a restaurant. Especially since they positioned me next to 3 tables that were all full and only half a meter from each other. As for the prices, they had 3 tiers, and I went with the all-inclusive one. No stopping me! So we have to make sure that I get my money's worth. I'm going to try and see if I can eat literally every single dessert in that place before I leave. The time limit is... And I have plate 1 ready with a heaping case of epilepsy. The first thing I tried was grapefruit mousse. Pretty solid 5 out of 10. A little spoiler, this petit blueberry mousse was probably my top 3 out of this entire place. 8 out of 10. And then I had pound cake, which I think at least it was pound cake, but this was pretty basic, 4 out of 10. The drinks were also included in the price. You can get juice and cold water, and only half an hour later did I discover that you could also get tasty water, because it was in a completely different area. This is called the fluffy short. It was whipped cream with strawberries, 5 out of 10, really average. Sockertort. Tasted like chocolate cake, also pretty mid. They also serve ice cream and give you a little scoop, but screw that. I know the trick to buffets. I've seen Food Theory. You should stay away from cheap stuff that fills you up quickly. Gâteau framboise chocolat. You might give it a fancy name, but doesn't change the fact that it's super average. Raw pound cake. I liked that it had whipped cream on the inside, but it really filled me up, and aside from the whipped cream, the cake wasn't anything that special. 4 out of 10. This is not even on their webpage. I don't know how to call this, but it was like a thick strawberry yogurt cake. 7 out of 10, I actually liked it. Plate 1 done, but goddamn, have I made my money back already? So, I made a bad discovery. I thought it was 2 floors of cakes, but there's actually more sweets in the back. But the one thing that my all-inclusive pass had access to was the seasonal strawberry counter, which had strawberries, strawberry cake, some chocolate cubes, and fruit. Another yogurt cake, 6 out of 10, I like those, and another pound cake with whipped cream. Kind of getting sick of these already. 4 out of 10. Petit classic chocolat, very rich and thick chocolate. Here you can see the regret in my eyes. The pure melty inside just filled up my empty spots left in my stomach. 6 out of 10. Soufflé cheese. I don't know, this tasted like more pound cake. I'm pretty gone at this point. 3 out of 10. I did not know this, but this is matcha mousse. And I am not a big fan of matcha. This was really intense on the matcha. 2 out of 10. Petit strawberry mousse. It was alright. 5 out of 10. Now this is a weird one, as it didn't come in pieces or slices. They just had a pan of it that everybody could scoop a piece of it from and put into their plate. But hands down, this was the best thing there. 9 out of 10. I think it's called suipara pudding. Now, time for the strawberry exclusive plate, and this is where the disappointment begins. Having come from the strawberry festival where it was all nice and fresh, the stuff here was really subpar. I'm talking like Estonian level, or even less. This is currently the worst food experience I've had in Japan. The strawberries looked kinda bad, mine looked the best, and a part of it was already smushed and half moldy. I didn't even trust myself to take the oranges because they looked like they'd been out there for a week straight. And this strawberry cake pretty much ended the run for me, just because it tasted so bad, like American gas station stay in the fridge for 2 weeks bad. The chocolate cube was alright though, and it pains me to say this, but I couldn't even dare to eat the strawberry mochi. Compared to the one that I had at the Strawberry Festival, this one looked like it could give me food poisoning, and I was already filled up, so I just couldn't force this chunk of rice inside me.
I'm a broken man. Sweets Paradise, you won.
They have an extra area for toppings? For just whipped cream if you want that extra on your stuff? Oh my god. But the party ain't over yet. I recovered a bit, and currently I'm around 60% done with the cake counter. They also offer tea pairings for your cakes and salty food, if you for some reason wanna eat salty stuff. And you can get coffee or hot chocolate. I ordered cafe latte, and this clearly isn't a cafe latte. I don't know what happened there. This button literally says coffee latte, and I pressed it.
Oh, fuck up. If this is coffee latte, this is the shittest coffee latte I've seen. No, this is straight up espresso.
I am not looking forward to this. Muscat Star Jelly. I didn't like the consistency of the jelly. There were chewy bits in there, and it wasn't all that great. 4 out of 10. Petit Bus Tea. Custard with cream cheese. That was okay, 5 out of 10. And I don't know what happened here, but I started getting cold shivers. It was really weird. Chocolate jelly. I was pretty full at this point, so it feels like a 4 out of 10, but it might be actually better. Coffee. Also 4 out of 10. It did its job, but it wasn't anything that special. Tea and lemon cream cake. 5 out of 10. In total, I got through around 80% of the sweets, but the ones that I had left were huge pieces of cake that mostly looked to be bread-based. So I was completely demolished by this challenge. As for the overall experience,
What is life?
it was quite interesting to try so many different things, and by American standards, $20 isn't all that much for an all-you-can-eat buffet, but the quality of the desserts wasn't all that great, and in total there were maybe like 2 things that I might want to eat again. Everything else was on the level of stuff you'd get at a convenience store. Though if you only went there for the sweets, you could also get the cheapest pass, which is like half of what I paid, because the seasonal pass definitely wasn't worth it.